Don't be alarmed, we're Negroes.
Hey, what's up guys, your boy Rurouni on Anime Real Talk TV, here to review the live-action Rurouni Kenshin movie. Now, I know, I'm late as hell, but better late than never, so let's get into it. The story of the film, it only covers up into the Rurouni Kenshin arc or encounter, you know, with the Gatling gun and whatnot. So it's a very small portion of the Kenshin story, but nevertheless, it was pretty well told. Now we're going to get into a little bit things that I didn't like about it, but for the most part I really did like it. Now naturally, in a movie format, they had to condense the episodes down. Even though they didn't even touch the bulk of the Kenshin series, they still had to make it more cinematic. So a lot of stuff is lost in translation, so to speak. Knowing the story naturally helps you out if you're watching it, but one thing that I thought that suffered slightly was Kaoru and Kenshin's relationship or connection, that deep romance that they had with each other. I thought that that was a little left on the wayside, so to speak. But everything else is pretty spot on. You know, they had to cut certain things or speed up the pacing, but overall they got a great story across. Let's move on to the characters. Now you gotta start with Kenshin first. I gotta say this guy was perfect. Now his mannerisms and just his skill alone was pretty awesome. Just the little things that Kenshin would do, the way he reacted to certain things, it was so cool to see on film. You know, he just personified that character, and I really did like it. Sanosuke. Now, this guy's attitude and bravado was that of the anime. He was pretty brawlic, and this dude loves a brawl. Like, he really got that across in the film, that his love of the brawl above everything else was pretty damn awesome. They put his personality in here. He's fighting one of Rurouni Kenshin's guys, and they stop just to have a drink and get a bite to eat because they happen to fight their way into a kitchen. Pretty awesome. Now, Kaoru was a pretty strong character. She really stood up for what her father believed in and with her dojo, and it's a little more impactful seeing it live action because, you know, in anime it's a little different, but in live action you see how shitty people are. So, you know, it meant a little bit more, but she did a very good job. Yahiko, with his little smart ass, he didn't have that many lines in here, but he got across what it was in the anime. A little defiant, little, you know, smart ass. He stuck on himself a little bit, you know, with his chest poked out. So I really did like just seeing it was pretty awesome. Now, Rurouni Kenshin, let's talk about this dude. Now, he stole the scenes that he was in, cause he had an underbite that'll knock a nigga on his. I mean, his swag was epic. I mean, every time he got on, he had his own theme music. You know, I really did like watching that character. He was a bastard, but he was entertaining to look at. He was so over the top with everything, his acting, but I thought it fit. Like, it was really interesting how he played that character. You also have multiple other characters from the series in here. You know, Janae. You also have the Wolf of Nebu in here, and you know, all of the characters were played so well. You know, I'm not going to get into every single one, but just know that when you see the characters, you're going to be like, damn, like, they're doing it. Like, for real. Let's move on to the choreography. Now, you had great camera work and great perspective on a lot of the sword fights. The sword techniques and sword play were so intricate, detailed, and long. Like, they had long sword fights, clashes that went on for a very long time, and you could really see the martial arts skill behind, you know, the movements and the strikes and stuff. So I thought it was pretty good. They also, you know, they had to put the Hiten Mitsurugi style in there. They had to have him flying through the air and moving a little faster than normal, and I thought that that was very well done because it didn't make him look quite superhuman. He was just badass, and he was just faster than anybody else. Wasn't superhuman, but he was going in. You know, just the way they made everything in the film was pretty awesome. Now, I gotta say that the scenery itself, like, for me personally, I really do love feudal Japan films, like when they show that scenery. You know what I'm saying? It's very beautiful to look at. A lot of the intricate details in the background, the grasslands, a lot of the bridges that they have or have special designs on them and stuff. So that was always a thing that when I watch, Asian cinema, that I like those types of movies, and just how it looks. And needless to say, this one looked pretty awesome. It was pretty spot on. Now, the music in the film, it was traditional Asian themes, but it reminded me of the show. Well, the series, I would say. Pretty awesome. And as I said, Kanryu Takeda, he has his own music that kicks in, kind of like some Bulk of Skull shit, but like Asian style. It was pretty awesome, putting in, like, just pumping his arrogance up to the next level with the music. He was feeling himself, but hey, music pretty good. The film felt like at the end that there were supposed to be more parts, or there are going to be subsequent films, which I hope they do, because they knocked this one out of the park. Pretty awesome, pretty epic. Overall, great film. Maybe I'm just a little bit too positive on the film, but it's my gut feeling on the film, and I watched it a couple of times now, and every time when I watch it, certain scenes just make me smile, and I just gotta give it props for that. Y'all may beg to differ. I'm sure a lot of you hardcore Kenshin fans can find some things that will offer things that you can nitpick, and I would be glad to hear it. I would love to hear you guys' feedback on it, and see what they did wrong, what they did right, things of that nature. Even though I like Kenshin and I watched it on Toonami like the next guy, I'm not, a thorough, aficionado. So anything that you guys can bring up and add to the conversation on what the movie did right or wrong, go ahead and put it in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hey, support us, give us a thumbs up, show us that you like our material, and we'll see you guys next time. This is Rurouni 383. Holla at your boy. Peace.